Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing a third part to my review of the QuantVue indicator system. This is interesting to me because they basically bill it as a way to pass your quant challenge or your evaluation account challenge for funded futures. And so I thought that was really interesting, a really nice twist on these indicator systems, having somebody who's put one together that's just focused specifically on that type of futures trading, which is really cool. It does a lot of other stuff though, so it's not just futures trading. In fact, I found it works better on some of the more basic levels than on the more advanced levels, because you guys probably, if you've been following the channel, probably saw my videos from yesterday and the day before, which was the QuantVue review part 1. That was about their top tier system, so their Q line, and then I did their Moneyball indicator as well. Those two indicators are supposed to be, according to their website, like the two sort of golden eggs in their arsenal, and wasn't super impressed with them. So they call the Q line the prop challenge indicator. So really, people are thinking, okay, cool, I can use this to pass my funded futures accounts. I wasn't that impressed. Maybe it was the market. Maybe I'll come back to it and look at it. I urge you guys though to check it out for free. Just follow the link in the description. It'll take you to this page, and you'll be able to try out any of their 3 tiers for free, which is really unusual for 7 days, which is really good. So give it a go. You might like it or find that it resonates well with your trading style, or you can find some settings that work really well for you. So don't take my word for it all the time. Sometimes I love stuff and other people hate it, and vice versa. So that was the Q line indicator and the Moneyball. And so today I thought what I'd do is do some real-time, not real-time trading, but real-time looking at some of the actual more basic indicator overlay system that they have. So they have these overlays, which is basically buy and sell signals like most of these indicator systems, like AlgoPro and all these things. But they're actually really fairly priced. So here's their pricing. So what I'm going to look at today is these alerts that they give, these overlay indicators. It's $47 a month, which is pretty good. And I'm going to look at them in some different time frames and things. And so I started with SPX this morning on a really short time frame, mainly because in the Discord that I run, we have a guy called Goldman, and he does SPX scalping. It can be quite hard to get in on some of these. They're huge winners when he does get winners, which is a lot, but to follow him is very difficult. So I thought it might be cool to if we had like an additional tool on top of like learning his strategies to trade really fast time frames on the SPX. So I had a quick look here. It was earlier, I was looking here, this is actually the 10 seconds. You can see you can get some really nice 10-second signals. Each candle is 10 seconds, so these are fairly quick trades. Like a 1-minute candle would barely fit in. If you look down the bottom here, you can see the times, a couple of minutes spans from here to here. So you can see like we're in the middle of a kind of a choppy time. Had the sell off, this really nice bear signal. I actually recorded this video and I had to stop because my newborn started screaming, and it was nice because this was printing and you got to see it in real time. So the moment though, you just sort of see this bull and a nice sort of kind of chop at the moment. Looks like this bull signal might stop out or start to rip to the upside. Let's see what happens. We can kind of revisit it in a minute, because you can drop down as low as 1 second with these indicators. And let's see. The problem is they don't appear. Here we go. It's funny on the 1 second on SPX, you just get lines instead of candles because there's so little movement within that 1 second time frame. The nice bear signal worked well. This is kind of sideways action, which is what you'd expect. Still kind of sideways here. So now we're saying there's going to be a long on the 1 second. So let's see if we can get, because if this is a long on the 1 second, it starts to work. It'll mean that 10-second candle, oh, it already flipped. It didn't trigger. And now it's going to the downside. Quite hard here, all the way down. Oh, now we're going to bull. So choppy action at the moment, which is hard to demonstrate really, these things, because when I was looking at it earlier, we were getting some really nice moves, like back here and things. Like it was very consistent. So when the market gets choppy, these indicators get harder and harder to use. So sometimes it's best just to sit out if it's really choppy. Of course, choppy, we're looking at it on a 1 second time frame at the moment. So there we go, there's a bear signal again. So that might be part of the problem. Let's go back to the 10 seconds. It hasn't stopped out just yet. There it goes. So when it stops out, it switches to bear. So things aren't looking so great at the moment. With all these indicator systems, though, the time frame matters quite a lot. So the longer time frames do tend to work better. So hopefully, if we look at like the 4 hours, it'll look a lot more like smooth and consistent. And it does. Look, you can see like here's a bull signal. This one worked really well. This is a long time as well, so it's not like it's a quick move. You can see like this one kind of flopped, but the rest of them worked really well over this period of time. So longer time frames, the signals work a lot better. And I see that with Algo Pro, I see it with this one, I see it with pretty much every indicator system. So if you're a swing trader, these are actually really powerful. But if you're a 1 second crackhead trader, here we go. So he had a bull signal and just went flying up. It's crazy how fast these things go. And so obviously I'm paying for the 1 second data for TradingView, which is kind of fun, just for a short period of time if you're not going to use it. And I'm trying to assess whether this indicator will be useful enough that I could use it on SPX to do some quick scalping. Now, because these guys are mainly optional, this one's working pretty well. Futures focused. Let's have a look at some futures and see how the indicator is performing today on the futures. Let's look at crude oil. Again, the 1 second time frame is probably the worst one. Again, it's choppy. We're starting to sell off. Wow, okay, so this signal's working well. How quickly that thing moves. Nice bull signal. Again, just like a lot of chop on the 1 second. It's probably not tradable by most people. You'd end up taking so many little trades before you hit the big winner that you'd be too freaked out not to sell as soon as it spiked up to here, right? Because all the rest of them are making just these little moves. This one's doing nice. Hit the first price target. Let's look at crude oil on the 4 hours. So I'm kind of giving like the shortest time frame and then the longest time frame that most people would be particularly looking at. Crude oil's done fairly well. Good bear signal, very short bull signal. This would be a flop. This would be a flop. This one really good. This one half decent. Kind of really nice. Yeah, so some good signals overall using the QuantVue system. So yeah, so I am writing a review up on this. I haven't had a chance to put up like this video yet, I don't think. I want to talk a little bit more about the Moneyball thing, just because there's a lot of training on it inside their Discord. So they have a good Discord here, and they have a lot of trainings and things. So I've been going through the pro trainings for the different ones, and the head trader guy makes it sound like these things are really good. So maybe I'm missing something, I'll revisit it, but honestly the best bet is to click the link in the description below and do the free trial and just check it out for yourself. It'll be easier than, don't take my word for everything. I could have missed something. The Q Cloud and the Q bands, the Q Wave, still have to do all of those. Not overly excited about it, but I'm going to do it just because I want completeness in the review. The review is available on my blog. I'll post a link to that in the description below as well. So anything else extra that I'm coming across will go in there as well. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.